Hi guys, so glad to see you. We'll start with our hands at our heart. Take a moment to come inside. Oh, keep going. And just breathe. Okay. Set an intention for a peaceful movement, peaceful movement. Lift up your arms. Stretch very high. Oh, and then go over to a side. And up and over to a side. Oh, and up and over to a side. And you're just waking up that body. Keep going. Each time you do a half moon, you might be able to go a little bit further. And we're gonna hold on a side. Now your bottom hand can pull your top wrist and give yourself an assist. Pull, pull, pull. Adding rotations if you'd like. So you have a little bit of obliques and QL muscles getting stretched. You can take that foot over, breathing into the rib cage. Feel your shoulders open. These muscles of the lats, they can contribute to forward shoulders as well. So we're helping out our posture. Now hand come down. You're still working at this. You're still just allowing that breath to expand. 4, 3, 2, and inhale, come up. You're gonna take your hands up, feet underneath you, go over to the other side. Breathing. Pull your hand on your wrist and you're gonna feel like you're giving yourself an assist. Breathing. And you can add your your ankle crossing. Breathe into that rib cage. Adding on any rotation you want to here. Oh, there she is. There she is. Let that breath add a secondary stretch. Bring that hand down. Good. So you see how we're just layering this? That way, if you need to stay somewhere, you can. 5, 4, 3, 2. It's like someone's pulling your arm. Breathing and exhale up. And then bring your feet underneath you. Lift and spread your toes 3 times. And then take your right foot up to your tree pose. It could be on your calf or it could be on your inner thigh. It could be toes on the floor for modification. And we're gonna take the arms up for count of 10 and then we're gonna add on a possible arm position. So I'm gonna just take off this wrap while I'm here. So take your arms up for 10, 9. You notice you have some ab tone here, ribs pull down, 7. Gorgeous. 6, you're opening up your knee like you open up a page of a book. 5, 4, 3, beautiful. 2, and now either stay here or right arm can come behind you, left arm works its way up. Either one will be fine, Betty. I just said right and left, but you can do either arm you want. And hold. 10, looks great. Good, Cheryl. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, arms go up, palms together. As you're ready, bring those hands back down to your heart. Nice, Cheryl. And then let your foot down. Inhale, lift your toes, lower them. The left foot comes up. Calf or inner thigh. All right, arms up. Good, good, good. 10, 9. There you go. And arms overhead lets you get a bigger breath in. So just experiment with that. Notice if you can breathe a little fuller. 5, 4, 3. There you go. It's okay. 2. Now, if you're adding on, you could just even do 1 tricep stretch or bring that other arm up. Good. You'll feel the head against that forearm. 4, 3, good, 2. And when you're ready, reach those arms up. Bring the hands back down to your heart. Lower your left foot. Beautiful. All right, and then this is going to be a right foot over the left, arms up. Now I want to just give an option. This is going to be rotation, so you're going to be looking over your shoulder. Or if you want that leg up, you can. So just find, this is a harder one because it's a one-legged stability. Your right hand can hook to your left hip. Now remember, you can leave your ankle crossed, or you can stay up with one leg on the ground and one leg up. 9, upper back is rotating. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, keep going even though your instructor's following a little. 2. Now on the 1, face the front of the room. The foot comes down. Gorgeous. Hands to the heart. This is just a way to get homeostasis in between. Left ankle could cross. This could be your pose, or you can lift up that left knee, which is harder at 90 degrees without leaning back. So it's building hip flexor strength. Right hand to the outer thigh. Left hand could hook around your right hip. Add rotation. Oops. Stay tall, jawline parallel to the floor. Oops, keep going. 2. You guys look great. Inhale. Exhale, face front. Hands to the heart. You got it. Left foot down. Nice. Step or jump out. About 4 feet. Good. Exhale. Bring it on down. Now let your hands go to probably your ankles, maybe your calves, and just start with the inner thigh stretch. Shake out any tension. Gently pull on your ankles so you're getting a little assistance on that intensity. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then you can interlace your fingers and let the arms go overhead if you can add that on. If that's too much on your shoulders, just leave your hands down. 5, 4, 3, 2, take another inhale, and then exhale, let the hands go over to the right leg all by itself. Just give it its own attention. Your right leg is stretching. 5, 4, 3, 2, and go to the other side. Left foot or ankle. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then come back. Interlace your fingers at the low back if your shoulders will let you, or hold on to your ankles, either one, and just take another 5 counts here. Feeling the inner thigh stretch, feeling the shoulder stretch, neck is releasing. Take another inhale, and as you exhale, come up to a halfway position like you're a table. Let your blood pressure adjust as long as it takes. When you start feeling steady, push your feet into the floor. You can lift your heart, let your elbows pull behind you, your hands are at your sacrum, lift your heart, chin tucks a little bit. 5, this is an upper back extension and also abdominal stretch. 4, 3, you might feel how we worked our abs yesterday right now. 2, and on the exhale, you're in neutral. Step or jump the feet together, land like a mountain lion, soft and pliant. Very good. And then left arm forward. Right arm's gonna go up and behind until you hold onto your foot or your ankle. Hold strong, hold tall. So notice how the pelvis is level, the chest and shoulders are open. Good, holding. 10, 11, 9, yep, you got it. 8. I like how there's a little tone right here that's really good and a little tone in the pubic bone pulling up. So you have some ab tone. 5, 4, 3. Okay, that's your possible place to stay, or you can experiment with pulling that knee up more behind you. And if you are pulling that knee up more behind you, you may have to tuck the chin so there's no wrinkle or tension in the neck. 10, 9, keep going. I'll show you from the side. 8, 7, 6, 5, you have a soft gaze. 4, 3, 2, allow the transition to be part of the yoga. So you're basically calmly transitioning, foot on the floor. I'm glad you're here. And then let's do the other side. We just did one quad stretch. So we're gonna hit the other one. Hand to foot, other arm out. That is beautiful. Ribs down. So I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what I mean. So you notice your abs are keeping care of your low back. I'm going to turn back to you. You're tall. Good. As you warm up, that knee will go more underneath you. All right, now if you would like to add on, you can push your foot into your hand. Breathing. Pressing. Lifting. Inhaling. Now, as you're ready, you're softly bringing that foot down. Hands come together at the heart. Gorgeous. From here, arms up, sit in a little chair. Now, when you're sitting in a chair, your heels are heavier than your toes. And we are going to do this 5 times. So lift up and lower. And that's kind of teaching your knees how to track with your second toe. They're not hitting each other. They're not winging out. When you go back, your booty feels more contracted than your quads right here, than your knees. So what I'm making sure is my booty goes back. I'm not going forward. That's some dysfunction happening in the glutes. So we want them strong. Hold, pause. So you're so light that you could lift up your toes. Your toes are able, I'm lifting all of them off the floor. Knees in line with the heel, second toe. Good, I love it. That looks good, Karen. Palms together. Now, if you want to, rotate until your elbow hooks. Push your palms. You're opening up your upper back. 5, 4, 3, 2, face front. Palms together and go the other way. That was good, Gerald. Good. Elbow hooks. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Face front. You're gonna stand up with your hands together at the heart. Let your blood pressure settle. When you're ready, arms up, sit in a chair. You can do the same thing, or I'd like to offer a possible right thigh wrapping once or twice. By twice, I mean the toes are hooking around that lower leg, or you just stay seated. If you want to add on, wrap your right arm underneath. You got it, Cheryl. And then hook your forearms. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale. Now as you exhale, gently come up, place your hands together at the heart and rest. Let your blood pressure settle. Arms up, sit into your heels. Again, you're making sure your toes are so light, you could lift them if you wanted, but then we lift up one leg, wrap it once or twice, hook the toes if you can. Usually that requires a knee bend, pretty good knee bend. Left arm underneath if you're adding on. Elbows up about shoulder height, palms touch. Open up that upper back with your breath. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale. Now as you exhale, begin to stand up, hands come together at your heart. Woo! Fingertips go down, arms go up. Now we're gonna go into a downward dog. So let your hands go to the mat. I may adjust my mat once we get there. So yeah, I need to adjust a little bit. So if you need to do anything, do that. If you need a sip, I'm gonna tilt it down a bit. Yeah, grab a sip. Walk it out once you're in down dog. Both heels can lift and lower. Both heels lift and lower. Press your heels towards the floor, lift up those toes, hands are wide. 5, 4. Now if you're flexible enough, you might be able to lift your toes up here. Left foot is going to push on that right heel. You got it, Rick. Yep, one calf. Press your hips back. Now the left foot comes down, put your right foot on that left heel, press your hips back. Notice how the muscles keep releasing. Press both heels down. Feel the toes lift if they can. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to lower those shins down. And at first, just round your back and extend your back. Kind of like a cat-cow round. This will give you some information on how your back's feeling today. And if you want to add on, curl your toes under and lift up your knees 2 or 3 inches, and then continue doing the cat-cow. This is called the beast. Round, round, inhaling, exhaling. And when you're ready, go back into a down dog. Press your heels down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then come back to your shins. Your knees are down. Open up your left leg behind you. Open up your left arm above you. Lift up through that heart. Breathing. Pretend there's a big football behind you and you're draping your body over at 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, And then let that hand and that knee down. Open up your right foot behind you. Open up your right arm. Lift up through your heart. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Take another inhale. And exhale to come back down. And now go into a front plank. And you're going to take a side plank, right hand, right foot. Now, if you need to be on your elbows, you can, but I do want to offer the left foot goes behind you. And then you push your hips up. This is the Mudrasana posture. Your left foot will go behind you. You push your hips up. So if you just don't want to be on that hand, just do a side plank on your elbow. No problem. 5, 4. Really push high. 3, see how it's almost like a back bend. 2, and side plank, front plank, side plank on the other side. Right foot goes behind you, and you can lift up. If you need to, you modify with a side plank elbow. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Exhale, side plank, front plank, down dog. Hold the down dog. Step or jump up to your hands, drop your fanny, and you're gonna come into a teaser, which is boat in yoga. So here's a modified boat or teaser. Good idea, Christina. If you need some water. Who are we getting? That's coffee. So up here, you can add on long legs. Hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now do lower the feet, put them a little bit away from you, but the knees are still bent. Hands behind your head. We're gonna go right into a yogic bicycle. So try to be slow until your shoulder blades are just about ready to touch. When they are, lift up your knees, rotate. We'll take 50 of these. Now belly in, and it's not just plowing through 50, you're gonna try to feel each one. 5, 6, 7, rest if you need to, of course. 8, 9, we're doing 40 more. We're doing 30 more. Pull your toes back for the remaining 30. Take 20 more. You're doing great, building ab strength. Building discipline, 10 more. Belly in. Inhale. Exhale. Rest your head. Take your hands and pull to the feet and pull your knees down on either side. This is happy baby. Let your feet down. Curl your spine up. And just do that 3 times before we hold a bridge. And then hold bridge. Fingers can interlace underneath your back and shimmy your shoulders under and hold bridge. Your glutes and your hamstrings are more active than your low back. So make sure you're not lower back arching too much. Nice, neck is soft. There's a space that you could slide a pencil underneath your neck. Let go of any tension with your exhale. And then we're gonna lift up the right leg and just hold it up. Hold it up like it's a pencil. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, right foot down, lift your left leg up, hold, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lower that left foot down, inhale, release your shoulders, lower your spine, take your right 2 fingers on your right hand to your right big toe, to your big toe on your right foot. Either stretch that hamstring or lift up your shoulder blades, stretch the hamstring, and lift out the left leg about 6 inches above the floor. Yeah, now your left hand can be on that left thigh. Your right hamstring is getting a stretch. Your abs are pulling in. You're looking at the toes. If you need to forget about part of this pose, just do the hamstring stretch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower your head for a moment. Switch your legs. Your left 2 fingers are on your left big toe. Your right leg extends. Your exhale can leave you in a hamstring stretch or lift up. Look down at the toes. It's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Take an inhale and then exhale. Relax there. Take a full body stretch, one leg longer than the other, like you're climbing a ladder, one arm longer than the other, back and forth, 5, shift to your legs, 4, 3, yep, and keep the knees long when you do it, so it's from the waist, there you go, 3, 2, inhale, and on the exhale, we're gonna turn that body over, belly down. You can also grab a sip if you need to. Belly down. Of course, cobra. Lift up your upper back without your hands and just take a few breaths here. So your upper back knows it needs to fire, needs to contract. Hamstrings and glutes. Now let your hands assist you to a higher Bhujangasana is cobra. Shoulders are down the back. Feel your belly pull up. You can also do a low sphinx if you want. You got it. Good. All right, hold that. Good. Elbows are pointing down towards the floor. That's external rotation. 5. And then add that breath. It's going to add more stretch. 4. Good. 3. Build your abdominals, pull them up. 2. And then lower down. And then just for a moment, bend the knees and rock them. That's just going to be a little way to release tension in the back. Now we're going to do one of 2 things. Either take your elbows like a sphinx, or if you would like to take your hands to your ankles, you can do bow pose. Either one works on extension. Bow pose is harder. And good. Okay. That's a way to do it too, is to just hold one foot. So breathe. When you breathe, you naturally go up. When you exhale, you naturally go down a little. Relax for a moment. We're going to do that again and go up. Or if you had one foot, you're doing the other. And relax. Child pose, press your hips back to your heels. Lower back is stretching. 5, good. 4, 3, 2, and on the 1, go to all fours. Your hands and knees are down. Lift up your right leg. Lift up your left arm. Now, if you can grab it and push up. Yes. All right, so keep lifting. Good. All right, 10, 9, 8. You can feel some stabilizers kicking in. 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower that hand and that knee. Take your left leg up. Take your right hand to your foot and push up. Five more. Good, keep lifting hand to knee, or hand to foot, sorry, you're lifting up. There you go. And it's opposite arm to opposite knee. See if that helps, Christina. So right hand to left foot, yeah, push up. 2 more. Exhale, release. A child's pose, but curl your toes under. Now that's going to stretch out your feet, unless you have a plantar fasciitis or a metatarsalgia going on or some kind of foot issue, but curl your toes under if you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, and a forearm plank. Now we're going to build some more core strength. So curl your toes and hold a plank. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. One side plank on the elbow with a possible tree variation. 10, 9, good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now a front plank and then a side plank with a possible tree variation. Hold your arm up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and front plank and hold. 10, 9, yep, 8, yep, lift your knees up, yeah, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then lower. Now you're going to put your hands at either your hips or interlaced and lift up, Shalabhasana. Lift up your torso, lift up your arms, lift up your thighs. Breathe 10. We love to help posture muscles. We love to counterpose our sports, our activities, and our work with these front openers, back strengtheners. Lower and switch your hands. So now the other pinky's on the outside. Go up, breathe. And then rest. Now this time your hands could be like a pillow. At first, lift up your left leg all by itself. And then your right leg all by itself. And then your left leg. Keep the pelvis neutral. Act like you're pulling your leg out of your pelvis before you lift it so it's long. That way you're not just collapsing in the low back. 4 more. And this is the grasshopper. 3, or locust. 2. And either keep doing that or lift up both legs and hold them off the floor. Hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Neck is soft. 4, 3, 2. Lower. Now either do that or we're going to take your hands and interlace them underneath your pelvis or lower. Thumb side towards the floor. You're going to lift up both Legs up towards the sky, I'll show you. I'm gonna slightly bend my knees before I lift and then push. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Child pose. If it didn't work out, don't worry about it. Just lifting up the legs normally with still hamstring glutes. Rest your back. Inhale. And exhale, downward facing dog. In the downward dog, lift up the right leg into as strong a line as you can with your torso, three-legged dog. You're gonna feel the left calf stretch more. You're gonna be lifting that right leg and hold it. 5, 4, energize the legs. 3, that top knee is long. 2, yes, that was it, Betty. And then put that foot down, lift up your left leg, energize it like it's a lightning bolt. Right heel down, left leg up, arms pressed. Nothing about you is disconnected right now. It's very strong and active. 5, 4, press your hands. 3, keep the leg lifting. 2, and 1, put the left foot down. Very good. Now the right leg comes up again. You could do the same exact thing, or you could bend the right knee. You could take your left hand to that right foot. I know this is a lot harder. That's why I'm offering the three-legged dog. 5, 4, 3, 2, lower the foot in the hand, lift up the left leg, three-legged dog. That could be your pose. You could bend the left knee. You could put your right hand to your left big toe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Downward dog. Inhale, and as you exhale, lower the shins. Frog or bound angle and a sip of coffee. Frog is knee wide, toes towards each other, and then, yeah, rest your torso. Mm-hmm. Knees are wide, toes are towards each other. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then we're gonna walk out to dog on the living room floor. So it's a lengthened knee. You see, I'm trying to put my toes towards the side rails. You've seen this in a dog, right? And then your forearms are on the mat. There you go. Dog on the living room floor. Or you can do child's pose. Yeah. Everybody's like, yes, I have seen that. It's like their legs are disconnected, right? And they're just like looking at you like they're so happy. So hold that, elbows are pressing. Now we are gonna kind of shimmy our legs back towards each other. You're gonna come to a downward dog. So curl the toes, press your hands into the floor. And I just have to turn sideways, but you're fine. Down dog. So let that body go into a calf stretch. Now either stay here, or if you would like to add on, push to plank and go into up dog. If you don't like up dog, just stay in your down dog. Otherwise, I have to turn so I can see you better, but hold. 5. Good. 4. You can even roll over the toes. Good. 3. Giving options. Good, Karen, that's a nice one. And then again, shift back. Press through. Now this is down dog. You know you can stay here. Go to plank. And then go to up dog. Remember, if up dog's not your thing, go to plank or go to down dog. 5. Really push strong. Stand on your hands. 4. 3. Good. Open the chest and shoulders. 2. Exhale. Press down dog. Either stay there, shift through plank, shift through up dog. Open the chest, open the shoulders. Make sure you're not hanging out like a lot of the bad pictures are. When you see yoga ads on Instagram, I don't know why they do it so poorly. Don't do this, promise me. Really push strong and open up your chest and shoulders. And then exhale, curl your toes, down dog. Let's do it again. Press through, up dog. Really stand on your hands. Press back, down dog. We're gonna do this one more time. Press through, plank, up dog. Really strong hands. There is no wrinkle in the neck. You're lifting up, and then exhale, down dog. Now step or jump up to your hands a little bit wider than your hands. Have to turn, drop right down the middle. Squat. If squat's not your thing, happy baby will suffice. I like to add those palms pressing. Another thing you can do is place your hands like this and then kind of circle them. One way 5 times, one way the other way 5 times. And then of course, if you can add on your palms pressing down. If you have any kind of sport where you're holding on to items, gripping them, mountain biking, shooting, planting, cooking, all those things, gardening, painting, it's good to do anytime. 5, computer work. 4, 3, 2. Now we're gonna put one shin down, and I know we've been doing these little squats are so important, so you're gonna press forward. I'm gonna turn to my side so you can see me. It doesn't matter too much if your heel comes off the mat or not, everybody's different, but I want you to feel that back lower leg stretching. Go forward, relax your neck, relax your shoulders. Awesome. Use that ankle mobility and stability. As you're ready, take the other side, let that shin down, or yeah, right shin down, left toes near the shin, lean into it. It's a great place to get some coffee too, because you're already somewhat upright. Lean. Good. Good, Ellen. Yep. Nice. Christina. Good, Rick. Good, Karen. Good, everybody. Betty, that's great. I know that helps you with your hikes. 3, 2, just notice how that feels. You're going to take another inhale. Good. And an exhale. And then just watch how I take my legs over. It's like I have 2 triangles. Right hand to the left knee. You see how my arms across the body open up. Mermaid. That was great. Yeah. Looks good. Yep. Good. And you can make any kind of rotation you want, kind of like we did in Half Moon. Ooh, that looks great. So what that does is get a lot of shoulder fibers, which who doesn't have tight shoulders, so we need those, and help prevent rounded shoulders. It's going to help the low back. It's going to help the respiratory muscles. So breathe into that rib cage. And when it's easier to breathe, it's easier to have more energy. You're going to keep the posture upright. You're going to take that arm behind you now and look over your shoulder. Your hand stays on your knee and kind of helps you out. Mermaid looking over her shoulder. Breathing into that rib cage, then your rotations will be a little more flexible on the exhales. So exhale, you're going to micro rotate more. Good. That looks great. Rick, that looks really good. That's going to help with biking for sure. Biking's a really rounded sport, so this helps us keep that posture upright. Now, if you want to come down, this is usually on your elbows. You come down behind you, you stretch out that leg, that right leg, and just breathe. You can stretch out your arm if you want, or put your head on your forearms and breathe. 5. Breathe low in the diaphragm. 4, 3, 2, take another inhale. And exhale, come back up. Take your legs the other way. So now you have 2 triangles. And your left arm goes to your right knee. If you need to sit good. Very good. You even can add some rotations. Your shoulder is getting some good release here. Your rib cage expands. Breathe into that. Those are intercostals or some respiratory muscles we want to keep pliant, flexible. I love it. Inhale. Just feel how those different fibers get attention. It's going to be easier to keep your shoulders down and back. Today we've done a lot of shoulder opening, a lot of posture work. So it's going to be easier to stay upright. Part of the trick is once you've opened up the muscles, the body kind of sometimes stays in its old patterns. So you consciously notice your posture of the day, see if the shoulder blades are down the back, and take your hand behind you, because a lot of who we are now is our resting fascial patterns that we've done the last few years. So notice what happens today. The muscles are physically easier to be in the right place. The bones are easier to be in the right place after our work. You just want to keep that and not go into an old pattern. Look over your shoulder. Your upper back rotates. Now, what we did next is go down to the forearms-ish, extend your top leg, and breathe into the diaphragm, breathe low. Five, then four, then three, take another inhale, and exhale to come back up. And then we're gonna take one reverse plank or table. And this is also to build back body strength and open up the front body. So reverse table is bend the knees, push up. Reverse plank is long knees, but there's softness. You really have to go after that softness or the knees will hyperextend. Okay, here we go. 10, beautiful. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower your hips and take about 5 counts to lower down. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now I'm going to take that knee down twist and right arm out. Look that way and just shut your eyes. Let yourself start your parasympathetic nervous system healing. Let your inhale come in through the nose if you can. Expand the belly. Diaphragmatic breathing. Breathing in the nose helps your parasympathetic system. And then also just focusing on that breath, just observing it. Don't do anything with judgment. Don't worry about directing it. Just observe. Let your exhale release tension. Be here now. Take another inhale. And exhale, we're going to go to the other side. Right leg long, left knee down, twist. Left arm out and let your eyes close or soften. Breathing through the nose, expanding the diaphragm. Letting go. Keeping your mind on the breath. Letting the exhales release any tension in the body. Take a few more moments here. And slowly come back till you can bring your legs into your belly just for a moment. Squeeze and lower and release. Feel the total support of the floor. Your mind can rest. There's nothing to do. Everything will be there when we're done. There's nothing to do. There's nothing to figure out. You get a moment just to take a break,
just to rest your mind. Give yourself permission to feel the experience of peace by gently focusing on the breath as if the breath is breathing you. Enjoy that sense of peace. Let all the cells feel a sense of healing. They're totally supported, totally adored. Notice how good it feels to feel supported, to experience peace. Give yourself this moment. Now, as you're ready, awaken the fingers and the toes and come in towards a seated position that serves you. Tsukasana is the easy posture, so any position that lets you absorb a sense of peace. And then just be as light as you can, as if you're still the breath is breathing you. And we're going to do a segment intending. Notice how you feel a sense of peace and ease, and that you can take a break from the day anytime you need it, that you are beyond your identifier, you are beyond your issues that your mind wants to always figure out. There's more to you than that. And you're making a connection with that as you just experience the stillness. Make an intention that when you start to feel out of calibration, you can come back to experience that sense of peace, that sense of greater knowledge, that sense of greater wisdom, by just giving yourself permission to reconnect with your breath, with that stillness, and with that peace. And the more you do that, the easier it is to come back into calibration, because you care about how good you feel, that you don't let yourself get too far out of source before you give yourself the gift of coming back into that breath, that stillness, and that peace. And with your hands to your heart, just make a little promise to yourself that you're going to continue to take care of yourself today. And whenever you're ready, let your eyes open and come back into the room. With much care and appreciation, thank you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad to see you guys. Thank you. That's right. Thank you so much. Bye, sweets.